What's up, everybody? It's your boy DD171. I'm super excited to bring you some leaked Titanfall weapon info. Okay, this is not Team Marketing Channel. I'm just gonna keep it real here. And well, we got some news. These leakers, RazorUK and NeoGaf, they've basically leaked. They hacked the source code in the beta and found all these weapons inside the source code. And also, we don't 100% know if these are going to be all the weapons available in Titanfall. But we do know that there's a decent amount of weapons that are going to be in Titanfall. But these are ones they actually uncovered during their little hack or leak or something. And this is basically, I want to give thanks to Reddit for giving today's Wicked Shrapnel. And the people, the RazorUK and NeoGaf, for providing us this information. Link in description to the Reddit post I'm going to show you. So, anyways, here are the weapons for the pilots in Titanfall. The R10 1C Carbine. We see this in the Titanfall beta. It's basically a jack of all trades, your normal assault rifle. I see people, basically this is probably going to be the weapon that most people are going to be using most of the time. It has, we don't really know the attachments for each one, but we do know, like in the beta, you can put a suppressor, the hollow sight, all those good old things. The next weapon we could talk about is the EVA 8 shotgun. The EVA 8 shotgun is basically your close range encounter. It's very effective in close range encounters, but the thing is that on far away, it's worthless. And it can be a one shot, one kill if you're like point blank range, like a shotgun's supposed to. The third weapon that's in Titanfall, supposedly, well, it's in the beta, is the Smart Pistol MK5. And this is kind of a hot button weapon in the beta. People say it's overpowered. Basically, you could walk onto enemies, like it's really good against AI. You walk onto the AI and just, with one trigger pull, you just drop them all at once. But the thing with pilots, it takes a lot more time. And people that are really good with it, you know, with the wall climbing and they turn invisible and they can still walk onto you, people say it might be overpowered, but we'll see in the final version of Titanfall. And another weapon that's in the beta is the R97 Compact SMG. Now, this weapon is very high rate of fire, not very good at long range, but it's a beast at close range. I usually use this in a Russian class. It seems really cool, and it is really cool. And I got some gameplay on that. It's basically just like your high rate of fire SMG. And the final weapon that's in primary weapon is in the beta is the Longbow-DMR sniper. It's basically your semi-auto sniper. It's basically a two-hit kill. I think it's a one-shot. If it's not suppressed, you can have a one-shot headshot kill. But that remains to see what they're going to tweak with the sniper rifles in the final version of Titanfall. Now, we are going to the leaked primary weapon. So, the first leaked primary weapon is the C.A.R. SMG. Now, this thing is basically, it's like the R97, but the thing is that it's a slower rate of fire, but it does more damage per bullet. Now, the biggest problem with the R97 is that it spits out a lot of bullets, but each bullet doesn't really do a lot of damage. But this one's it's a lot more powerful round and a lot greater accuracy with the cost of fire weight and capacity. So it only carries about 30 rounds. So we don't really know what kind of attachments available for it. I'm guessing maybe a suppressor, your red dot sight, I should say. But yeah, it's remained to see what kind of attachment it has on it. The next weapon we could talk about is a G2A4 rifle, and this basically is a single shot rifle. It's let's just say it's a marksman rifle in Call of Duty. If you have been playing that game, you know, recently. I haven't. But the thing is, it's kind of a marksman rifle. It's got a very high damage and very precision fire. So the thing is that maybe we don't know the attachment that go on this gun, but the thing is that it's single shot. So I'm guessing scope. I believe that maybe ACOG could be a very good option for this gun. Now, the next weapon that has been leaked is the Hemlok BFR. And this thing is a 3-round burst rifle. And the thing is that it's a liability at short range, but the trade-off allows engineer. Basically, it's very good at long range, but very bad at short range. So, we don't know. It might be the opposite of the MSBS that's in Call of Duty Ghosts. So, yeah, it remains to see what these weapons do in action. The next weapon that's in Titanfall, we actually seen this weapon in action before in the burn cars, is the Kraber-AP sniper. And the thing is that it ensures the one-shot, one-kill range. So we don't know what this weapon will do. All we know is the explosive rounds of the burn cars is very, very powerful, but we don't know if the headshot it's going to be a chest-up kill, one-shot kill, or a waist-up one-shot kill. But the thing is that it probably take a lot of skill to use the snipers in Titanfall because, one, the muzzle flash is very, very, very high, and also the thing is that with the pilots running around doing parkour, it's pretty hard to get a clean shot on them with the sniper rounds. But we'll see how many if it's a one-shot kill, chest up, waist up, headshot only. We don't know. And another weapon that's we've seen in the burn cars is a Spitfire LMG. It has a very, very heavy recoil, but the thing is that it quickly settles into a tight firing pattern. And the thing is that what it says in this car is recommended short bursts. And we all know what this weapon can do in the beta, the ANT version, I should say. But in the regular version, we don't know. It's just we know it's in the game. Carries 80 rounds. Now, for sidearms, these weapons are in the beta. The RE45 Autopistol, very, very nice. It's kind of like the Glock 18 from the Call of Duty games, but the thing is that it sucks at long range, but very, very good at close range. Shoots bullets out very, very fast. And the Hammond P2011, I just sometimes call it the modernized 1911. This weapon is a lot better at medium range. It can very precise fire, very heavy bullet, and it takes magazines. And the other pistol that's in the game that's a bit leaked is the B3 Wingman. And this weapon, it's kind of like the revolver. Very high accuracy up to long range, but the thing is that it's a revolver, it only carries 6 shells. But the damage is very, very high on this weapon. We don't know if it's going to be a 2-shot kill with this weapon. We don't know, but all we know is it has a lot of damage. And for the anti-Titan weapons, we have the Archer Heavy Rocket, which is actually in the beta. It's basically you walk on, does a lot of damage, but the thing is that with Titans, they can actually see, like, basically they can know where you are, the direction they're being locked onto, and they can get a beat on you. We've got the Sidewinder, which is in the beta, and it basically shoots micro missiles, but the thing is it does very, very little damage, but it does, you know, keeps you away from Titans. They won't like get a beat on you that well, even though you do show up on the radar. And the other anti-Titan weapon that's been leaked is the mag launcher. This weapon has been, I've used it for burn cards before. It's what you do with this weapon is you shoot basically you shoot grenades that veer towards enemy Titans and Spectres. If you know what the Spectres are, they're basically the little robots that run around, and they detonate on impact. So you basically shoot them the grenades, and then they veer right towards the Titan and explode, or a Spectre. So it's not as big a damage as like maybe a Sidewinder, but it does come in handy, I should say. We don't really know. The only version we know of is the ANT version, which does a decent amount of damage. And the other anti-Titan weapon is the Charge Rifle. The Charge Rifle is basically, it fires a big laser beam that inflicts massive damage. But the thing is that you have to hold the trigger to charge the weapon. You have to use timing very, very well with this weapon. And the weapon will only fire when it's fully charged. And it discharges fully, automatically, when it's fully charged. So it will take a lot of skill to use this weapon. There's some versions of this in the beta with the burn cars, but we don't really know the massive amount of damage this thing can do. But it seems like you have to charge it up. It takes a while, but the thing is that if someone gets a beat on you with a Titan, it'll do some massive damage to that Titan. Now, for the pilot tactical abilities, we have 2 of them that's in the beta. It's basically Cloak, which basically makes you invisible. Doesn't really make you too invisible to other pilots, but does make you completely invisible to the grunts, Spectres, and most importantly, Titans. Help you get on top of them and do whatever you want to do, ride them, or just shoot them and destroy them, all that stuff. And then we have Stim. Stim is basically, I call it Crackhead Pro. You just turn it on and off. It's like lightweight. You basically, with Stim, it's like lightweight. It recharges your health just like ICU in Call of Duty Ghosts. And it's probably one of the most underused right now in beta. of the tactical abilities, but I've used it. I got some beast gameplays on that. That'll be it for a future video. And the other tactical ability is the active radar pulse. Now, what this thing does is that it triggers a scan that allows you to see enemies through walls for a short amount of time. So, this thing will probably maybe neutralize the effect of the people that are using cloaking ability, because people can still see you, and also it'll probably neutralize the campers in this game, because if you put this thing on with the active radar pulse, you can find where all the campers are, no problem, take care of them. And this is, like I said, this is probably the balance of the cloaking ability that's in the beta. This is its counter to it, which is active radar pulse. And basically the Ordnance, we have 4 of them. We have Frag grenades, which is very, very good against grunts, Spectre. Well, also maybe Spectres, but not so much. And also is very, very good against pilots if they're entrenched in position, they're camping and all that stuff. If they're putting nades right next to them, very, 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 very satisfying, people. Arc grenades. Those things are basically they're EMP grenades. They're very good against Spectres. They can be good against grunts, but you know the blast rate is not as much. And also it'll help scramble. If it detonates near a pilot, it scrambles their HUD. And if it detonates near a Titan, it scrambles their HUD. So basically, it's like an EMP grenade, but it's very, 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 very useful against Titans, arc grenades. And basically the leaked weapons that we see are the arc mine. Now this thing is making some people in the community cringe, because by definition it says the arc mine is a proximity detonated charge that sticks to any surface in addition to the nominal explosive damage. So basically this thing's like an IED. And the thing is that it inflicts massive amount of damage to Titans and also to pilots' vision system. So this thing can be very, very, very little OP. Some person can just put a arc mine right on the ground, Titan runs over it, scrambles it, and they can get easily rodeo it. But I don't think this thing will be as bad as the IED, because it doesn't really kill pilots, it just scrambles your HUD. And also, since for the pilots, you're always running and parkouring, it probably shouldn't be as big as an issue. And for campers, I don't know what it'll do. It'll probably give a hit mark when someone's trying to go to your position. We don't know about that yet, but it seems like this thing can be a problem, but I don't think it's going to be as big as a problem as the IED in Call of Duty. But, you know, we never know. It might be perfectly fine. So, I think people are a little panicking about this because they remember the IED, the cursed IED. Now, the last pilot's ordinance is probably going to be my favorite, the Satchel charge. And the Satchel charge is basically C4. Basically, it sticks to any surface, manually detonated, causes massive explosive damage to anything nearby. So, if you're like one of those people that love to spam C4, you know, like our boy Thunder here, you'll probably be using this thing a lot. So you just throw it in with a bunch of grunts and a bunch of Spectres, a bunch of pilots, blow it up, and boom, you get all those kills. And it seems really, very, very, very interesting choice. A very, very interesting weapon to use. I'll probably definitely be using it. Some people think it might be overpowered because, you know, with the Titans, you can actually saddle them. And also, you can, I don't know if you can, like, put the Satchel charge onto the brain of the Titan, and then you can manually detonate it after you rodeo off it. We don't know yet, but this thing can have inflict some major damage. It probably have some uses. I would like to see the Satchel charge. You know, if you rodeo a Titan, you can just put one near his brain and just hop off and do some major damage that way, because it'll get, you know, rodeoing Titans, it can be very, very, it's fun, but it's kind of the same animation over and over. So I hope that we can actually put the Satchel charges on the brains of these Titans. It'll be a lot more fun. So those are the weapons that have been leaked. I wish there was more, but who knows? There might be more to be a DLC or something like that. Maybe definitely DLC, or maybe they'll just add some more. But those are the weapons that we know of. Then again, thank you to the people at Reddit, the people at RazorUK, NeoGaf, Wicked Strapple for giving the community aware of this information. Thanks to you guys, so I can just put this in video form. And I'm telling you guys, when I do these little weapon videos, I'll just tell you the sources. I didn't find this stuff. Okay, I found it on Reddit through Wicked Strapple. I decided to just make it in video form, so it'll be easy to go along. And also, you're also paying for my opinions of these weapons, so I gave them to you. I basically gave them to you. So those are the weapons for Titanfall. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section below. Do you like these weapons? Don't like them? Is there too few? Too many? What do you think is going to be overpowered in this game? Let me know. Catch you guys later. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.